Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for tuning in to another one of my guitar blogs. It is February 19th, 2012. And this time around on the guitar blog, we're going to go to a question that was sent in from Dave in Brazil. Dave wrote in saying, Andrew, I'm looking into teaching online, but I'm confused as to what kind of camera to use. I understand it should be of a high definition variety, but that's all I know at this point. Thanks from Dave in Brazil. Well, thanks for writing in, Dave. You're certainly correct in that it should be of a high definition video camera variety, but there are simply so many cameras on the market that it can be pretty difficult to select one within your budget that will work for filming your guitar lessons to post on YouTube. The cameras that I've used for this purpose have all been quite manual in their functional design to fully control settings like exposure, shutter speed, focusing, and white balance and stuff like that. But one of the main issues with filming video lessons using basic over-the-counter cams is that they generally are all autofocus, and that can be a problem when you zoom in on the neck for close-up shots during explanations. So let's just take a moment out now and look at the setup that I use to shoot my videos, and hopefully that will help you to understand my take on this a little bit better. Okay, so this is the camera that I use now to shoot all of my video lessons. It's a Sony HDV HD1000U, and it is capable of Firewire. At the back here we've got all the ports that take off to the computer. So I record direct to hard drive through this cable right here. It's a Firewire cable, and basically up at the top of the camera, if I just go over to the front here, you'll see there's a port where the audio goes in. I don't know how well you can actually see that, but basically the camera itself is completely manual, so you even have a focus ring on the front here where you can dial in the perfect focus if you're zooming in on the guitar fingerboard or whatnot. And then you control all the settings just up front here from the main display screen that you can see right here. So the camera is very manual. One other thing I like about it is it's got a headphone out jack, so right here I can listen with my headphones to know exactly what the sound is like that's getting recorded. Now if we just move over quickly to the computer, because I record directly into my computer, so you can see here that I can get a shot of what I'm seeing through the cam, and I can control all my editing from here, and basically I can do all the clips, properly edit them, and do all my fade in and fade outs, and get it ready to go to the next level, which I actually do on my laptop, where I can do all the detailed editing and adding in all the various overlays and so forth. Now, just talking a little bit more though about audio, I'm just going to spin around here quickly. I use these Apex mics. They're a condenser mic. They require phantom power, so we'll check out the mixer in a moment. I just use them as a boom mic over top of where I'm doing the guitar lessons, and you can see it's a fairly decent mic stand. Never cheap out on your mic stands. It's really important that you get decent mic stands. But these are great mics. They're fairly inexpensive. I think they're about $100 for a matched pair. They have a drop down on them where you can take down -10 dB. That's really nice when it goes over to your amp here. You can see I've got one on the amp, and I use it -10 dB when I'm doing some of the examples and so forth for my videos. And as far as lighting, I don't have a very elaborate lighting setup. I've got a couple of basic construction lamps and another lamp over here. But let's go over to the mixer. I just use a little 402 Mackie mixer, and this cable here, these 1/4 inch, they come out of the 1/8 jack stereo, and then they go into a left and right channel here on the mixer. And the mixer has phantom power because the microphones require that. But I can get all my levels balanced out here right on the mixer, and I can just double check it very quickly on the computer to see that the levels are working and functioning properly. If the levels are too hot, I can adjust them. If they're not loud enough, of course I can do all my tweaking. And of course, if there's any noise or line level noise or something, I can basically go to work on the camera itself and you know, make those adjustments right inside the camera. You can do it through the control panel for the camera here. But you see, I'm having some trouble with the autofocus. This is what I mean about cameras that have look at that, that have autofocus on them. You can't control, you know, it'll kind of go and zoom in on background, or, you know, zoom in on the front. You know, if you're going to be filming with just a basic over-the-counter camera, the one recommendation that I would make is to have some kind of background that's flat, you know, maybe like a black curtain or something behind your guitar neck, and then you won't have all those focusing problems. See, it's having some difficulty getting in on the screen right there, as you can tell. I'm just using a cheap little handy cam here right now to do these shots. But anyway, using the headphones, you can get all of your levels and everything mapped out perfectly. And that's basically the way I do it. It works really well. I've done it this way pretty much from the start after I quit using a webcam. But there you go. That's my setup. Well, you know, filming guitar lessons is a lot like filming an interview. The setting is controlled, it's shot indoors, and the camera angles are pretty limited. So in my personal opinion, if you go down to your local camera shop, have a chat with the folks there, and explain what you're doing, I think personally a camera that's recognized as a decent one for interview-style filming will likely be your best bet. Anyway, once again, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, I hope these explanations have helped you. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.